hidden riches, secret places, that thou mayest know that I am the Lord.
Last word, brother. All right. Shabbat shalom. All right, shalom and Shabbat shalom and happy Feast of Sukkot, or as they call it, Feast of Tabernacles. What's going on, Israel?
Khan. Shabbat shalom on this holy convocation day. Let's get it in.
That's right. So, we wanted to do a little impromptu just because of the sunset coming up. You can see here in Cali, the sun is still shining a little bit. I think y'all can see some of the sun is but it's still shining out here. It's already set in the East Coast though. So, just going to give you a nice solid lesson on the Feast of Tabernacles. And please, we want you, if you want to come in tonight too, and if you have like some questions concerning the feast and everything, don't hesitate. Click that link and everything, and we'll bring you right on. So we're gonna just talk about the Feast of Tabernacles. But I wanted to say this before we go to the scriptures. But this is a great reminder, to all of us, to all His people, for the fact that when the Most High brought us out of Egypt, and when we dwelt in tents, like our shoes never wore out, our clothes never wore out. Man, we didn't even have to hunt for food. You hear me? You hear me out? We didn't even have to hunt for food.
And that's a beautiful thing, huh?
It's like, it's like the Most High just rained down food to His people.
Blessings, rain down blessings when you keep the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah, and because of our murmuring and our complaints and everything, it's like, we angered the Most High. And there, y'all know what happens every time that happens, So, we want these feasts and going forward, years to come, we want these feasts to get better and better for our people. And we really want you to see the spiritual aspect of this and why it's so important to practice these righteous acts, because they work in our deliverance. Everything has a meaning, and you shouldn't just be keeping the feast just because you're doing it or you're afraid of something that you should do it and you should learn it. You should know, as they say, know your craft. These are our laws that the Most High has given to us.
That's right.
So it's up to us to really, really study them and see the significance and the meaning behind it. Why did the Most High make Israel stay in boots for 7 days? Why in tents? Why in boots? All that kind of stuff. And there's a reason behind that, because in the word Sukkot, means tents, doors, huts. In other words, sheltering. And who were we sheltered by the whole time in the wilderness? It was the Most High.
All right. See it right here. Sukkot, the name of the place. Oh, Salaki, let me pull up. Right, plural for huts, lairs, booths, cottages, coverts, pavilions, tabernacles, or tents. All right. Go ahead, up.
You see, we got the calendar up. We got the calendar up here and everything, and we're gonna go ahead and just go to, and I'll let you go there. If you got anything else you want to say, we can probably just go to Leviticus and just start from there.
All right, I got Leviticus 23. You can start at 33 if you want, and then down to 43, I believe, or 44. We can read all the way down to 44.
All right.
I'll start then. It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. Now let's switch back to the calendar. All right. All right. Now, right, the sundown, right, on sundown it's going to start the 15th day. Okay. So sundown after the Shabbat, because we know that on the sundown begins the next day. So that's technically going to be the 15th. All right. Go ahead, Up.
Okay. Verse 35. It says, on the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Okay, go back to the calendar right quick. So the first day and the 7th day is going to always be the Shabbat. Now, somebody emailed me because they were a little confused. They were thinking that it was supposed to be another slot in here. But let me show you how the days work. So when you look at right now, when sun sets, that's going to begin Sukkot till sunset to sunset Sunday, then that's going to
Con.
begin. That's going to begin the second day. You see what I'm saying? It's because the second day starts in the evening. So by the time you get to the Shabbat, and then when the Shabbat hits and sunset hits, then that's going to complete the 7 days. But it's only going to be until sunset when the 7 days are complete on Saturday. So I just wanted to bring that out just in case, I know a couple of people were getting confused about that.
Con.
And in verse 36, it says, go back to verse 36, it says, 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation. It will be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no severe work therein.
Right. Now, you don't have to make an offering made by fire unto the Lord, because we know that that the sin offering, right? That of sacrifice is what Hamashiach came to fulfill, right? Hamashiach came to fulfill the law of sacrifice, so we no longer have to burn any bulls, goats, or anything of that nature on any of these feast days. All right. The 8th day, right? It says the 8th day. We got an 8th day on the holy convocation, right? That'll be sundown, right? That'll be starting sundown right here on the 21st. So you got 1, you got 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, and then right here, 8th. It goes into the next day at sundown. That's when it ends. So we didn't put it on this one. So you guys understand that we got all the days up in there. All right. All right. Let's go back to the scriptures. All right. Verse 37. It says, these are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and a drink offerings, everything upon this day. Besides the Sabbath of the Lord, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord. What? 7 days, right? On the first day, ye shall be a Sabbath, which is, today, right? Because, come sundown, this is our Sabbath, right? Our holy convocation. There's no buying or selling or anything of that nature. You're supposed to already have that stuff done on preparation day, right? And it says, on the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath, right? And ye shall take, Shalakia, and ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and burrows, and of thick trees, and of willows of brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days, right? And ye shall keep it. Oh, go ahead. You want to
I was going to say with the willows and the burrows and everything. So like what I like to do a lot of times is like I'll get some palms and some willows and kind of like wrap them around not all of it, but just wrap some of it around the tent, maybe place it somewhere, maybe at the door or something like that of the tent, just to symbolize that, because they have those willows and those palms have meaning as well too.
All right. You want to get the next few scriptures?
Yeah. Where'd you leave off at?
41.
41. Okay. So you left off at 41, and you shall keep. Oh, you read that one already.
No. I read 41.
Okay. And you shall keep it. You shall keep it a feast unto Yahweh 7 days in the year. So again, 7 days. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Now, just to clarify what that really means, that means that their kids, and their kids, continually. It never said that there was going to be an ending for this. It just says throughout your generation. So know that that's a continual thing. So that means that even in the land of our captivity, we must obey the commandments.
That's right.
All right. So there's no getting away from that. And you shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. You shall dwell in booths 7 days. And I looked up booths, and they were anything from like solid objects, but they were small enough for like each family to fit in according to their size, depending on the size of the families. The booth might have been a little bigger. Tents. Some people do RVs now and stuff like that. And but it's the whole point is just to be outside and to be going through that resemblance as the Most High took care of His people out in the wilderness, And only protection we needed was the Most High. We didn't need no other armies. We didn't need no nations to protect us. The Most High was our protection.
All All right.
All right. And let's look at verse 43. Do you have something?
No, go ahead, Al.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh. Verse 44. And Moshe declared unto the children of Israel the feast of Yahweh. And there's some more scriptures I want to bring out too, but just the fact that, let me read that part again because that blew my mind and everything.
Con, you want me to get Numbers 9 and 12?
No. Hold on for a minute.
All right. All right. Now, Israel, while he's looking for that, I want y'all to also remember now, you see these scriptures right here? They're right here on the bottom right-hand corner, right? You know what I'm saying? Concerning the Feast of Tabernacles. So, like, on every single month, right, we have everything, all the feast days lined up, and then you can just find out all the precepts. They're going to be listed on the calendar for you.
Yep. The verse I wanted to get right here, which was verse 43. I just read it. It said that your generations may know that I made the children of Israel. So he's calling us out. He's telling us that we are the peculiar people, above all nations. And I don't understand that. That should make our people want to just jump for joy, because no other nation of people has been given that kind of authority, No, there's nowhere in the scriptures, unless anybody can come on and prove it, there's nowhere in the scriptures where the Most High gave the covenant to other nations. So I don't know where people are getting this stuff from, where they're talking about heathens can keep the commandments. They're going to get the kingdom. Show me anywhere in the scriptures where the Most High made a covenant with other nations.
That didn't happen. Right?
Nope.
A covenant is a promise, right? A promise,
Exactly.
like no other nation on the earth got a promise that they'll be saved, right? Only Israel, period. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Numbers. As y'all see in the bottom right hand corner, we're just going to go down the line. Numbers 29 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead, Doc. Oh, I'll read it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It says, number 29 and 12, right? And on the 15th day of the 7th month, ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work, and ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. And ye shall offer a burnt offerings and a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. 13 young bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year, they shall be without blemish. Now, we don't have to worry about this because, like I said before, Hamashiach is that lamb without blemish. All right. And let me see. You want to say anything before I get Jubilee 16?
No, go ahead.
All right, Con. Let me see here.
I wanted to bring out something when it talks about severe work. So it says, on the 15th day of the 7th month, ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no severe work, and ye shall keep a feast unto Yahweh 7 days. So that's just severe work. And just to clear that up means that, especially if a lot of our people had businesses, so that means that they could not buy and sell, they could not conduct business within their on that day, because it was considered a holy day. Right. But they can cook. You can cook as long as it doesn't fall on the Shabbat. And I think it's in, where is that verse at, brother, where it talks about, I think it's in I think it's Hosea 8. It was talking about the new moons.
Con.
How you can tell that, because they wanted to buy stuff after the Shabbat.
Con, and they wanted to buy stuff on the new moons, and they know that we
I think
we had to close the gates because them wicked niggas was out there trying to steal. They had heathens trying to sell to wicked Israelites, and we had to close the gate on the boys because they couldn't, they just want to stop. Oh, you know what? Another thing that I wanted to bring out, right? It's interesting because you know that it says on the 15th day, right? On the 15th day of the 7th month. And you look how the month starts, right? You know what I'm saying? According to the according to the Hebraic calendar, right? You know what I'm saying? 30, 30, 31, 30, 30, 31, the way how the Hebraic calendar hits, right? Right on the 7th month, you're going to hit it where it starts on the first day of the week, which is which we call Sunday now, right? So 7 days. And then on the 15th day, which will be what? Right after the Shabbat. Amazingly, that will start our feast day, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I find that, really amazing how everything just lines up perfectly, and no days overrun the next day, and we don't have any, feast days and no foolishness that, winds up on the Shabbat. All right.
Yeah. Hey, I want to get that verse right quick about concerning the new moon. Hosea 8:5.
Go on, I'll bring it out.
Okay, and I'll read it right quick. Let me know when you get it. All right. Yep. I'll start with verse 8:5.
Oh, Hosea what?
Hosea 8. I'm sorry,
sure?
Amos.
Okay. I want to say. I was like,
yeah.
All right, Amos 8:5.
Amos 8. I don't know why I'm thinking of Hosea. Amos 8:5. It says, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Shabbat, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit. So, and this verse is a clear indicator that, you can cook on the new moon, but you cannot buy or sell. And them boys were trying to be wicked because they was anxious for the new moon to go away so they can get back to business.
Right. No servile work.
Yeah.
Right. Service work, slave work, anything that you're working for the next man. Right, because if you're not doing any servile work, meaning that you're not serving the next man, you're not doing the job, right? Yeah. You're not on the job working. What does that mean? That means that nobody else is on the job working, and so you're not out there buying and selling.
Yep.
All right.
It's right.
Let me see what I'm gonna get. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. Jubilees 29. Jubilees 16:29. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's one of my verses right there.
All right, go ahead, Doc.
Yep. Jubilees 16:9.
16:29.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It says, for this reason is ordained. It is ordained on the heavenly tablets, meaning that these bear record in heaven concerning Israel, that they shall celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days with joy, in the 7th month, acceptable before Yahweh, a statute forever throughout their generations, every year. Who was that?
No, that was me. I was making noise over here.
Oh. Gunshots, boy. Shots fired.
Yeah, what? Better duck.
Yeah, man.
All right. And it says what? Right? Verse 30, it says, and to this there is no limit of days, for it is ordained forever regarding Israel that they should celebrate it and dwell in booths and set up wreaths upon their heads and take in leafy borrows and willows from the brook. Right? So what does that mean? That means that what? Still today, we need to practice. We need to rehearse the righteous acts, right? We need to rehearse the righteous acts. You might not be able to go down and get a willow from the brook, right? But that's what grace is covering you, right? You see the Most High, right? Hamashiach and his son, they bear witness that you're at least trying to the best of your ability to keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yep.
All right, let me see. And Abraham took branches of the palm trees and the fruit of the goodly trees, and every day going around the altar with the branches 7 times a day in the morning, he prayed, he praised and gave thanks to his God for all things in joy. Right? Notice he said his God, right? because our God is, it's a possessive pronoun, right? Just like in, Luke 168, he's his people, right? It's always a possessive pronoun. Right, it's our God, and it's nobody else's. Even though we act like that, we don't have a God sometimes. Well, shit, most of
the time.
God, outright wickedness. All right. So, you got to get in your little tents. Even if you got to get in your backyard, it doesn't matter where it's at. Just set up your tent. Maybe just do the best you can and try to keep that, to keep these feast days. Right.
And it's better like when you have a family to do it with, and you have, and I know a lot of you, it's like, well, I'm alone and stuff like that, but just celebrate it with joy. But, this is the opportunity to mend your families together and everything. You got kids and, you could be in the backyard, whatever, your deck, You know, if you got property, camp out there. You know, sky's the limit. You know, and just these are to be enjoyed with your family members. Because the more people you got, the better. And I'm hoping by the grace of the Most High, you know, once I get this property all built up like I wanted to, you know, and cut off like an acre of it, you know, just for the feast, nothing but for feast all year round, you know, and that's by the grace of the Most High, that's my goal. But you know, just wherever you are, our people are scattered, you know, no matter where you are, Germany, all over the different continents and everything, and you know, people are starting to celebrate these feasts. And the more that we get, the more that we'll wake up and sincerely practice these righteous acts with all their heart, mind, and soul, you know, the more destruction we're going to see, you know, but we got to be sincere about it. You know, we got to really get back because, you know, come on. Yeah, at the end of the day, these feasts are fun. I mean, they are just so much fun, you know. Hey, talk to me. Let me get my horn right quick, man. I got the horn out here, man. I got to get one blow in, man, before we head out.
All right. Well, Israel, if y'all got any questions about this feast day, you know, any questions on how to celebrate anything, please put it down in the comment section there while Brother Daniel runs and get his horn. If you have any offshoot questions, nothing too crazy, you know, also put it down here in the comment section, and then, you know, we'll be sure to answer you guys. All right. Also, right, on our regular lessons, you know, on Friday night Shabbat, please, right, if you have, you know, said if you're a detractor, if you have any, you know, gripes or grips with us, you know, Brother Daniel, right, please, you know, feel free to come on, you know, just be respectful, you know, treat us the way that you wanted to be treated. All right, I hear Brother Daniel in the background making a noise with that horn. That's what he does. Salakia. There he is. All right, go ahead, man. Yeah, blow for the people one time. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Dang, brother, it's all sunny out there, man. I can't even go outside, man. My tent's dark outside. Yeah. Sir.
Oh yeah.
All right. You got anything else you want for the people out?
No, man. Just, you know, enjoy the feast. And
right.
Pray that you all, you know, will get something out of this, and you know, and as every year goes by, we get better and better at it. Yep.
All right, Israel. If we don't have anything else, Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy the feast this week. And any questions, be sure to hit us up in the email. All right.
All right. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.